Guys, today we're going to talk about different ways to tape your pole, some cool organizations that you need to follow, and I'm going to share with you an interview from 2015 of Sam Kendricks predicting his success. Welcome to the Pole Vault Vloggy, little doggy, where we talk about puppies. Just kidding, we talk about pole vault stuff, but I wish I talked about puppies. Hit that like button, it looks like a thumb if you like blue thumbs, because right now it's not blue. Push the subscribe button if you dislike the color red, because right now it's red, and if you push it, it will not be. And most importantly, if you are colorblind, that sucks. Get all your track and field needs there. Shoes, pits, poles, everything you could ever imagine. They also sell a pretty slick little rock back pole bag. Ooh! I know a lot of you are going back to school, whether it's college, high school, middle school, or kindergarten. Everybody usually gets a backpack. You might as well get a rock back pole bag. You're gonna want to stand out. This will definitely make you. It'll hold a lot of pencils. This is so stupid. Follow me on social media, Shawn Danger Hoot. Because Danger's my middle name. It's not really my middle name, but everyone thinks Hoot is my last name. It's not Hoot, it's Francis. I screwed up, and I'm too deep now to change it. Last but not least for news, guys, this weekend I will be at the Vault for the Underground? Battle for the Underground. I said it's stupid. Battle for the Underground. It's a cave vault down in Missouri. It's going to be spectacular. I'll put a link to all this stuff in the description. And Grant Overstake sent me this book and the audiobook, so I'm going to listen to it on my drive down to Missouri, and then I will give you guys a review when I get back. This is a segment I would like to call Cool Stuff to Follow. Cool stuff to follow. If you've been following these vlogs for a while, I like supporting other companies that are doing really cool things. A guy reached out to me and he told me about the Green Bandana Project. What happened is his buddy committed suicide. So what he did is he created a 5K run called the Green Bandana Project in this really crappy situation, using it to create good and bring awareness to mental health. So go follow them. It's about running, and he's a track guy, and just do it. The second one I was talking about on my other channel is called Defeat the Stigma Project. Same kind of idea. This guy had an idea of running across Minnesota and bringing awareness to mental health. And that was so popular, they asked him to run across, it's a new word I just made up, across Wisconsin, and then he did that. Now he's doing Illinois, and now all of a sudden he's got to run across the entire United States. It's pretty cool. So if you guys want to be a part of that, check it out. One more thing, this will be completely pole vault related, so I don't lose you. If you guys have been on social media or anything lately, you might have heard of a little company called Tailwind City. Tailwind City, Shawn, that sounds like a pole vault company. It's awesome. They have really cool shirts, made for pole vaulters, created by pole vaulters. It's just cool. Guys, check out Tailwind City. Follow them on social media. Go buy a bunch of their shirts and tell them I sent you. I think they're pretty cool. Let's talk about taping poles. In today's Pole Taping 101. Let me grab my trusty little pole here. It's a PVC pipe. Don't judge. Guys, there's lots of ways to tape poles. There's lots of ways to pole. There's lots of ways to do lots of things. I'll show you a bunch of different ways, and you can try them all and see what you like. I have always been a bottom-up person. Here's why. I know a guy in Watertown, South Dakota, who tapes them from the top down because he likes these lines here. He says he gets a better grip when these lines are there, because they're kind of stopping him. He digs that. Me, on the other hand, I never liked having stuff in between my grip. I hated it, so I was a bottom-up person. Try them both. See what works. How do you tape the pole? What's your way? Another thing I run into is how you tape the pole. So, do you move the tape around the pole, like so? Or do you just spin the pole? I've always been a spin the pole type person. I feel like I get a more consistent tape job, and you can move it a little bit easier that way. Again, both ways work. Doesn't matter what way you do it. How do you do it? Obviously, I think my way's the best. And then last but not least, do you tape the whole grip, top hand to the bottom hand? Or do you just tape top hand and the bottom hand with a space in the middle? Or do you just do the top hand and leave the bottom hand open? Or if you're Axel Chappell from the World Championships from France, he doesn't use tape at all, which I find absolutely insane. I've always liked to save tape because I was a poor elite pole vaulter. So I taped about a foot and a half for my top hand, and then a foot and a half for my bottom hand. And then I left a big gap in the middle. But I know if you're in high school or run a club, taping down the whole pole is probably the best way to do it, because then there's a lot of people using the pole and you can move your grip around, and I always have tape there. Guys, I hope this helped a little bit. This was pole taping 101. In pole taping 102, I will talk about sticky grip versus a chalk grip. That should be fun. Let's review some videos, and then I will share Sam's interview I took of him back in 2015 on a GoPro in a very dark room. Alright, the first video is from Shawn. God, what a badass name. Your parents must be awesome. I love his jump, and he said he's working really hard on getting inverted all the way. Let's talk about this right here. It looks pretty good, and then we lose it. So that left hand comes off the left quad a little bit. And then the pole's kind of coming away from his body, so we're losing a lot of it. So a way around that is just to keep that left hand really tight to the left quad because he's a lefty, and then turn a little bit earlier in his jump. So he's kind of getting inverted, he's thrown off the top of the pole, but right now we should probably start that turn. And you do that, man, and everything's gonna be it's gonna feel a little bit better, and you're gonna stay tight to the pole. It's like when you start jumping higher, little changes make huge differences. Good jump, man. Like, I absolutely love it. You're doing a lot of good things well. You're working that pole nice. Like you said, you're gonna need a bigger pole soon. Standards are really high. It just looks great. But try that one little tweak, and that should help you get inverted and all that other stuff a little bit better. Sick jump, dude. All right, this next video is Micah. Cool name too. Dude, you are excited. I love it. Makes me excited. So let's work on just two little tweaks here. So I sent him a bunch of videos to watch, but let's go to the plant. Looks good. Dude, arm is locked before the pole hits the back of the box. Love it. Nice early plant. We're just leaning back just a little bit. So it's because we're planting straight above our head. Plant in front of your head a little bit, and then we will have that lean and more energy will be going forward. You'll like it too, trust me. Then we lose the trail leg a little bit. I think it's because our hips got sucked under. And the invert stuff. So I'm sold if you iron out the plant, the rest of the stuff will kind of take care of itself. And if it doesn't, send me another video and I'll be happy to take a look at it. But if you have a chain of events, which the pole vault is, if you fix an earlier chain, it usually strengthens the other chain links. Good job, Shawn. Down the road. I love it, dude. Yeah, give that a shot, and then try some of that other stuff I told you in the email, and we will be rocking and rolling. Let's do one more, guys. All right, this is Joe. Good jump, man. Ooh, I love the takeoff. Look at that. That is pretty. Good job, man. I gotta make a video about this, but it looks like the pole just never gets out of your way. It stays in front of you the whole time, never rolls out to the left. So that makes it really hard to get inverted. It's like your door's closed, right? Door's closed. So if you can just pop that pole out to the left while you swing, you have a nice throw. You hit it, and then you throw your arms nice. So instead of throwing straight down the middle, try and put one hand on each side of that middle crossbar. And by doing that, the pole will open up and roll out to the left, and you'll just get sucked through, and you'll be on bigger poles, and you'll be able to invert and do all this other stuff. But if you watch that pole, it's either hitting the box collar, it's either hitting the slope of the pit, or it's just not moving because energy is being directed into it. Funny. Throw the right hand straight down the middle, and move your left arm just out of the way just a little bit, and the pole should roll out. Lovely jump, my friend. Lovely jump. Thanks for sending videos, guys. Guys, I just reset the free videos on team-shoot.com if you guys want to send a video my way. team-shoot.com/gear. I'll review your video. If you donate the $5, I will review your video no matter what. And if you're one of the first 3 to 5, I'll put it in the vlog. Before we take off, here's Sam's interview. About 30 seconds after Sam won championships, I sent him a text message and said, Sam, you just predicted this happening right now. He's like, what? What are you talking about? I was like, I remember when I interviewed you in Reno and we hung out a little bit, and you predicted this exact moment was going to happen with Renault and everybody else. And he's like, no. He's like, yeah. He's like, you should send me that video. So I will send him this video, and I will also put it here. Enjoy. Sam predicting his success of being a world champion. How do you tackle big pressure meets or knowing that people in your competition has a bigger PR than you?
Okay. That's where being a guy pole vaulter comes in handy. Going into a competition and not thinking that the guy next to you is better than you. Now, even when I saw Jack Witt jump in high school, when I was, oh God, I've watched myself on video, I had the squeakiest voice. I probably still do, but whatever. Shawn does too. I didn't see Jack Witt trying to jump 18.3 as him being better than me. I saw him farther along in the journey. So when I jumped against Renault yesterday, Renault is a world record holder. He comes in at 565. A lot of people are like, well, it's so high. It's just only Renault could do that. And I'm like, at this meet, I could probably do that. But I'm not gonna, because A, I like three things. I like to pole vault, I kind of like to show off, and I good practice getting under Renault's skin. Me making all those bars is gonna put me on the same level sooner or later. And I was winning there for a second, and he had to pass to a height he knew I couldn't handle. But he knew in the back of his head, like I knew in the front of my mind, that if I had a next pole, or it was a different day down the road, maybe the World Championships or the next Olympic Games, when he's getting a little older and I'm getting a little stronger, that the tables are gonna be even, and there's gonna be a fight. And I'm always down for a fight, so I don't think there's anybody out there that's better than me. It's probably a folly. I don't assume I'm the smartest guy in the room, but I can assume I'm the toughest guy. Guys, thanks for watching. Remember, there are many ways to pole vault. If you like what I say, try it. If you don't like what I say, don't try it. But keep watching and telling your friends about it. Life is meant to be experienced, and curiosity will get you there. See you guys next week. Come to the cave vault so we can hang out. Bye.